JRD टाटा एक प्रेरणा। जहांगीर रतन जी दादा भोय टाटा एक विश्वविख्यात उद्योगपति एवं देश में एविएशन की क्रांति लाने वाले क्रांतिवीर। एक वह इंसान जिसने भारत की उड़ान में सबसे अहम किरदार निभाया और भारत को ऊंचाइयों तक पहुंचाया। द वेल नोन पर्सनालिटी सर JRD टाटा, द इंडियन इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट, द वन मैन आर्मी, the CEO of Tata Groups, and the father of Indian aviation. The visionary whose vision could foresee the development of India in the field of aviation. The revolutionary whose success and excellence made the Tata Groups one of the greatest companies, not just in India but in the whole world. The day of 29th July 1904 was the first step towards revolution, as it was the day when a legend was born. The lamp whose eternal flame of excellence enlightened the world. एक ऐसा व्यक्ति जिनके योगदान मात्र ही पूरे विश्व भर के लिए एक प्रेरणा स्रोत बन गए हैं। उनके योगदान तो इतने हैं कि हम शायद ही गिन पाए। उनमें से कुछ हम प्रस्तुत करते हैं। JRD Tata, a man with a vision, a guy whose contribution towards aviation is not just about being the culprit of air transport in India, but also had a major role in its development to the extent of extreme excellence. His business strategies have influenced the Indian economy and benefited the economy as well. And his contribution towards charity work is far beyond appreciation. Moreover, the foundation of various conglomerates like Tata Motors, Tata Chemicals, and Tata Cancer Hospital has helped a lot of people by providing them employment and excellent services. And mainly, the foundation of Tata Airlines is just about giving India its wings, as this foundation gave birth to the airway transportation in India, and he also gave birth to the Indian Air Force. As the director of Board of Indian Airlines, he made several changes to upgrade the airway system of India. He even campaigned against the overpopulation and promoted family planning to reduce population, and for which he received the UN Population Award. JRD Tata is one of the eminent personality whose contribution towards the industrial revolution of India is countless. He played an important role in the policy formation and planning of the industries of India. Not just that, his strategies and guidelines helped the country crawl out of a tight spot, but also formed the backbone of several industries that emerged. He even helped in the creation of PM Relief Fund to render immediate relief services to people in need. His services and contributions are innumerable, so I continue with some interesting facts about his early life. Jahangir Ratanji Dada Bhoy Tata, born in an industrious and illustrious family as the second child of Ratanji Dada Bhoy Tata and Suzanne Suni Deore on 29th July 1904 in Paris, France. He had 4 siblings. They were Ciela, his elder sister, Rodabe, his younger sister, and his 2 brothers, Tarab and Jamshed. As his mother was French, he spent much of his childhood in France, and as a result, French was his first language. He attended the Janson de Sailly School in Paris. Only a few people know that his teachers used to call him l'Egyptian. As an adolescent, JRD was inspired by his friend's father, Louis Blériot, who was the first man to fly across the Channel Tunnel, or say, the English Channel. As a result of which, JRD had a great affection with flight. He even wanted to attend the renowned horse riding school, as he was fond of horse riding. He attended the Cathedral John and Connon School in Bombay, India. Soon after, his mother died at an early age of 43, after which his father decided to move his family to India and sent JRD to England for further studies in 1923. He was enrolled in the grammar school and was interested in studying engineering at Cambridge. Just as the grammar course was ending and he was hoping to enter Cambridge, a law was passed for the French boys of age 20 to draft into the army for 2 years. As a citizen of France, JRD had to enlist himself in the army for at least 1 year. In between the grammar school and his time in the army, he spent a brief spell at home in Bombay. After joining the French army, he was posted into the regiment called Spies. JRD was then transferred to a more luxurious office of a colonel. After a 12-month period of conscription in the French army, he wanted to proceed to Cambridge for further education, but his father decided to bring him back to India and he joined the Tata Company. In 1929, JRD renounced his French citizenship and became an Indian citizen and started working at Tata. In 1930, JRD married Thelma Vikaji, the niece of the famous lawyer Jack Vikaji, and settled in India, and then began his career. So now let's continue with some interesting facts about his career. JRD ने अपने करियर की शुरुआत सन 1925 में एक अवैतनिक प्रशिक्षु के तौर पर की। उन्होंने इस शुरुआत से अपने कार्यकाल के पूर्ण होने तक अपने एवं टाटा कंपनियों के भीतर निरंतर सुधार किए, जिसके कारण आज टाटा कंपनी विश्व की सर्वश्रेष्ठ कंपनियों में से एक है। उन्होंने शुरुआती दिनों में एविएशन की ओर अधिक रुचि दिखाई और जिसके फलस्वरूप वो भारत के सर्वप्रथम पायलट बने। उन्होंने और भी कई अधिक क्रांतिपूर्ण कार्य किए। आइए जानते हैं। On 10th February 1929, JRD became the first licensed pilot in India. He, along with his friend and partner Neville Vincent, made the first Indian aviation company named Tata Airlines in 1932. JRD made the first historic flight in a single-engined aircraft named as de Havilland Pussmoth, carrying 25 kg of air mails on 15th October 1932 from Durig Road in Karachi to Juhu's airstrip in Mumbai. In its very first year of operation, JRD Tata's air services went on to fly 2,57,495 kilometers, carrying 155 passengers and transport over 10 tons of mail. The same year, it also launched its longest domestic flights, Bombay to Thiruvananthapuram, with a 6-seater Miles Merlin monoplane. As these aeroplanes were tiny, the occasional passenger had to travel while sitting on the top of mail bags. JRD kept on upgrading his airlines until 1953. In 1938, at the age of 34, JRD was elected as chairman of Tata Sons, making him the head of largest industrial group in India. He took over as the chairman of Tata Sons from his second cousin Nauroji Saklatwala. For decades, he directed the huge Tata group of companies with major interest in steel, engineering, power, chemicals and hospitality. He was famous for succeeding in business while maintaining high ethical standards. He was a person who felt that earning money by hard work is better than filling up the pockets by illegal business. Under his chairmanship, the assets of Tata Group grew from $100 million to over $5 billion. He started with 14 enterprises under his leadership, and half a century later, on 26 July 1988, when he left Tata Sons, was a conglomerate of 95 enterprises when they either started or in which they had controlling interest. He was a trustee of Sir JRD Tata Trust from its inception in 1932 for over a half a century. Under his guidance, the trust established Asia's first cancer hospital, the Tata Memorial Centre for Cancer Research and Treatment in Bombay in 1941. He also founded the Tata Institute of Social Sciences in 1936, the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in 1945, and the National Centre for Performing Arts. In 1945, he founded the Tata Motors. In 1948, JRD Tata launched Air India International as India's first international airline. In 1953, the Indian government appointed JRD Tata as chairman of Air India and a director of Board of Indian Airlines, a position that he retained for 25 years. For his crowning achievements in aviation, he was bestowed with the title of Honorary Air Comrade of India. JRD Tata cared greatly for his workers and thus in 1953 initiated a program for welfare of his workers. He was also a founding member of the first government body of NCAER, the National Council of Applied Economic Research in New Delhi, India's first independent economic policy institute established in 1956. In 1968, he founded Tata Consultancy Services as Tata Computer Center. He even had a major role in the development of Tata Steel as one of the greatest steel companies in India. Within some years, he laid the foundation of many more companies like the Titan Industries, 1987, the Tata Tea, the Tata Chemicals, etc., to broaden his business in the most of the fields. In the year 1991, he stepped down from Tata Sons at the age of 87. He, throughout his career, did a lot for the company and for the country as well, as of which he received numerous awards. We shall discuss them. Man of Steel Sir JRD Tata was awarded with several honorable awards and titles for being the culprit of industrial development of India. He was conferred the honorary rank of Group Captain by Indian Air Force in 1948 and was promoted to the Air Commodore rank on 4th October 1966 and was further promoted on 1st April 1934 to the Air Vice Marshal rank. Several international awards for aviation were given to him. The Tony Janus Award in March 1979, the Gold Air Medal of Federation Aeronautics International Award in 1985, the Edward Warner Award of International Civil Aviation Organization in 1986, and the Daniel Guggenheim Medal in 1988. He received the Padma Vibhushan in 1955, the French Legion of Honor in 1983. In 1992, because of his selfless humanitarian endeavors, JRD Tata was awarded India's highest civilian honor, the Bharat Ratna. In the same year, JRD Tata was also bestowed with the United Nations Population Award for his crusading endeavors towards initiating and successfully implementing the family planning movement in India. In his honor, the government of Maharashtra named its first double-decker bridge as Bharat Ratna JRD Tata Overbridge at Nasik. These awards are just outnumbered by his contribution. We salute him for this contribution to the world. JRD Tata passed on his legacy to his nephew Ratan Naval Tata on 1991. And in 1993, the lamp of his existence from this world got extinguished. Though his light and aura is still alive in the form of his ideals and keeps enlightening us towards progress. This legend left us on the day of 29th November 1993 and upgraded himself from a lamp of exuberance to a star of excellence. A star who is guiding us with his light in the darkness of nightfall. Upon his death, the Indian Parliament was adjourned for a day in his memory. Though his body was buried in the Père Lachaise Cemetery in Paris, but his soul will always be in our memories and heart. So now I end this video by saluting his dedication towards the country.
Please do like and subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for further notifications.